He arrived like a whisper of smoke in a crowded room, but his presence was a thunderclap in her world. It all began in a dimly lit jazz club, the kind of place where secrets were currency and the saxophone wailed like a lost soul. He was Jack, a detective whose eyes held the weary weight of a city that never slept. His trench coat was damp from the perpetual drizzle, and his gaze, sharp and discerning, swept the room until it landed on her. She was Isabella, a vision in velvet, her voice a low, melodious hum that seemed to weave itself into the very fabric of the jazz drifting through the air. Their meeting was no accident. It felt like destiny, a collision of two worlds under the neon-lit haze. The air crackled with an unspoken language as their eyes met across the smoky room, a silent acknowledgement that something irreversible had just been set in motion. In the heart of that clandestine world, their story began, a single haunting note in the city's sprawling, melancholic symphony. Their romance ignited with the intensity of a flash fire, a whirlwind of stolen moments against the gritty backdrop of the city. They found sanctuary in the rain-slicked streets, the reflections of streetlights dancing on the wet pavement like scattered diamonds. Their world was a montage of shadowy alleys where they shared whispered confessions, late-night diners where coffee and conversation lasted until dawn, and the quiet intimacy of her apartment where the city's ceaseless hum faded into a distant murmur. Jack, a man accustomed to the cold, hard facts of his profession, found himself disarmed by her enigmatic charm. Isabella, who moved through the city's underbelly with a dancer's grace, saw in him a glimpse of a life she thought was forever beyond her reach. Their love was a desperate, beautiful thing, a fragile blossom thriving in the cracks of a concrete jungle, each shared glance and lingering touch a testament to a connection that defied the darkness surrounding them. The city, however, always collects its debts. Jack's investigation into a ruthless crime syndicate, a web of corruption that ensnared the highest echelons of power, began to tighten. As he pieced together the puzzle, connecting disparate clues from whispered informant tips and cold case files, a horrifying pattern emerged. The threads of his investigation, sticky and dark, all led back to one person, Isabella. She wasn't just adjacent to the danger. She was woven into its very core, a key player in the dangerous game he was trying to dismantle. The realization struck him like a physical blow, a betrayal that hollowed him out. The woman he loved, the sanctuary he had found, was part of the very darkness he had sworn to destroy. Every shared memory was now tainted, every sweet whisper a potential lie. The love that had been his salvation was now revealed to be a beautiful, intricate trap. Their love story, born in shadows, was destined to end in them. Caught in an impossible crossfire between his duty and his heart, Jack made his choice. But in the world of noir, every choice leads to a dead end. Their confrontation was inevitable, a final, heartbreaking scene played out on a fog-shrouded pier, the waves crashing against the pilings like a mournful chorus. The web of lies and danger they were caught in had become a shroud. There was no escape, no alternate ending where they could simply walk away into the sunrise. The choices they made, driven by a love that was as real as it was doomed, sealed their fates. Their tragic downfall was not a sudden event, but the final crushing crescendo of a symphony that had been playing since the moment they met. And as the story reached its final somber note, it left behind only an echo, a haunting reminder that some loves are not meant to save, but to destroy. She departed as she had arrived, a ghost in the machine of his life, leaving behind a silence more profound than any song.